Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Today it's November 30th when I'm filming this, and I wanted to do a full flip through of my Hobonichi 2025 because tomorrow we can start using the weeks for 2026, and I am going to move right into this planner just because it has much better paper than the 2025, at least the one that I have. And I don't want to, think about the paper anymore. I just want to use whatever I want. Fountain pens, gel pens, kind of like very thick nibs here without having to worry. So last year I did stay in my Hobonichi 2024 until the last week of December, and then I moved into this one in January. But this year I want to start right away, so this is the last time that you will probably see this 2025. I will talk a little bit about it probably when I look back into my 2025 system, but this is the last flip through of this planner. I will backfill December probably at some point when I have time, when I want to play with my stickers and stuff, but it's not a journal that I'm going to actively update anymore, and we will just put it to rest. I'm very excited to move from this paper to the new one, which is much better. And also I wanted to look back at 2024 just because I think there are some things that I want to do or try again for 2026 that I did back in this planner that I actually didn't try in 2025. Said that, I wanted to upload a vlog for this week, or I think midweek. I wanted to upload a vlog, a reading vlog, but it takes so much time to edit and I didn't have time. So hopefully midweek you can see a new video, you can watch a new video from me, reading vlog and journaling, daily journaling kind of style. But anyway, let's look at this one. So if you haven't seen before, or is the first time that you're watching one of my flip throughs, I use this notebook for memory keeping. Lots of people use it for planning because it's such a good size and you just can take it with you. And it has the very typical spread of a week in one page and then notes. I think Moleskine has this, Leuchtturm has it. A lot of planners come in with this structure. But I really like how portable this one is. But I use it for memory keeping. So during the year, I finish a lot of notebooks because I basically just use inserts or blank notebooks for journaling. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to just get a picture of what happened that year. I have to flip through many notebooks, and sometimes there's some heavy feelings there, or I wrote for pages and pages about something, and it's kind of hard to see what happened without getting too much into the ups and the lows of the year. So I wanted a notebook that it's a bit more factual, that it just says what happened, no feelings. It's just a couple of sentences of what I did, where I was, with whom, things I tried, places I went, and that's it. And it's a good picture of what kept me going throughout the year. And I actually love flipping through these notebooks. I have them close to me. Actually, I have them in my stationery car because I love flipping through this one and my 2022. So that's why I keep these notebooks, even though it's not for planning. I love them for memory keeping. So I always have a lot of stickers and pictures just to commemorate places I went to, like cafes, or stickers that people sent me, things that I bought, like a bag, or big moments, like I got engaged this year, or just kind of random pictures. When I was working, I used this year at a glance for my days off, but I finished or stopped working July 13th. So right now I will just put stickers when the month passed, but yeah, haven't done that yet. I tried this as a tracker. It never works. I don't think I used it in 2024. May have tried a tracker too. Let me see. Yeah, dates and trackers didn't really work. So for 2026, I don't think I'm going to use it. If you guys have any ideas, like I know that some people do weight or step tracking. I don't track either of those things. And it's such a tiny space. I was considering maybe like I can mark when I finish a book and when I start a book and finish it. Like I can use different colors or maybe some dot stickers and do just color lines. But not sure. That's an idea I had the other day. The monthlies, I do use them for planning. I love a monthly view. If I have to stop using planners, I think I will just get a monthly notebook because I do love them. And when I went to Japan, I bought these little sumo guys, which I love them. They are by Mindwave, but they are very hard to get here. And I'm very sad because I think I have a couple of them left, not many. And I love to use them. I think they add such a cute element. Yeah, there are months that I use them more, some others that I was a little bit more quiet with them. And this is this month. Pretty busy. And here I just added some like things that I know are happening, but again, I'm not going to be actively using this spread. And this is how I use it, right? So just add a few sentences about what happened that day and a highlight of the week. Sometimes it's like a long to-do list. Sometimes it's like a list. Sometimes it's nothing. It just depends on my mood, but usually there's a to-do list too. And here I think I tried to use fountain pen and it was very, very thick. So I changed to the Muji 0.5, and then the one that I've been using more lately is the Juice Hub 0.4 or the Pilot C-Tech. Is it Pilot? I think it's Pilot. C-Tech pen. Sometimes I had like my inks currently inked, even though I didn't use them here, currently inked. I tried to use a little bit like fountain pens here and there when it was not like a lot to write, because sometimes half the page was okay and then the other half was awful. So yeah, this really impacted the way I use this notebook. I don't know, it created a lot of friction, and there was like a period of time, I guess from I think July till September, that I was not really here in this notebook. I came once a week and filled the spread, but there was no really enjoyment using it. Also, I always find that at the end of the years when your weeks, it's super fluffy and full if you've used it, and it traps you in. Like even though you said, okay, I'm gonna move on from this planner, 1 year it's enough, it pulls you in again. This is when I thought St. Valentine's Day was on the 13th and it's not. I really love this spread, the colors. One of the things that I immediately can tell from 2024 and 2025 was that I didn't use a lot of pictures. I think, well, now I cannot find any, but I think this here I have lots of pictures here and there, and even here my back pages there's a bit more of my daily life spread and not that much here. I think, yeah, it's just stickers and sometimes a couple of pictures, but I miss having a little bit more of a real window to my daily life. So that's something that I want to change for 2026. And I think that I did add a lot of like little windows. Where are they? Let me see if I can find any. Maybe now, no. I think it was from October. Yeah, I had a lot of like little windows with stickers, with pictures that I took. And also, guys, why is my glue, it happens over like all over this planner. I can already tell like the ink is doing kind of weird things because I have these stains from glue and stickers, which I understand that can happen over time, but this is from last year. So I don't know if because here is very humid, but yeah, I had a lot of like these little pictures that I love, and not many here or at all. Some days I just left empty. This is when we went to Japan, so I will have some pictures. I really love this spread. I love stems. Really love stems. And I started to do like kind of this frame here just for pure decoration. Honestly, there was no reason behind it. Here is because it was like a trip, so I wanted to commemorate it, and then I liked how it looked and I wanted to keep going, so there was no rhyme or reason for that. This is when we went to our pottery class. Yeah, I did put more pictures than I thought. You see, but from July, yeah, this is the last week of June. Here, there's like some empty spaces. Didn't even bother with this. And that's one thing that I noticed. I stopped using my right side. I think it's just because I was writing more in my TN and I didn't feel the need to write here, and also because I don't like to write with gel pen for a long time. It tires me out. I have kind of weak wrists from when I was younger and I danced, so I suffer a lot of injuries on my wrists, and then I cannot write for a long period of time. So using gel pens, I don't know if it's the way I grip, I grab the pen, it's my grip is too strong, and I don't know, I just stopped using that page. You can see here, like, just added like big things to cover it up. Oh, this is when I applied for a visa. This is taking me back to a nightmare. Then I tried to extend this line here, so I had like daily to-do list. Didn't really last long, maybe a couple of weeks. Yeah, and here I tried to be a bit more, since I was noticing that I was not using this page that much, I wanted to try to use it more for planning. Didn't work out. I don't see this notebook for planning at all. And you can, like here, I don't know if you guys can see, but I tried to use fountain pen and it's so thick and it feathered, and it annoyed me so much that I didn't want to continue this week, so I didn't. I just didn't. This is when I left my job. There are some weeks that I'm gonna skip because there's some personal information. This is when my parents came to Seoul. So this was more of like memories from our trip. But I did take this planner with me when I went to Japan because it's very easy and it doesn't really take that much space. And then here, when my parents left, I was, just have to get used to the new apartment, so many things to do, so I just didn't really use it. And same the following week, nothing. This one I used it a little bit more again. This page, no, the right page really did suffer this year. Here's a bit better. Here is a bit better too. Just because I went to a jazz bar and wanted to decorate it, but not really much writing, right? And a couple of spaces that already are left with no writing, and here I didn't even try. So yeah, I noticed that I don't know why I was not very attracted, or I didn't feel the need to use this page anymore, and that kind of saddened me. So this couple of weeks I've been trying a little bit to figure out what I want to do with this page. So I went back to using it as a like brain dump, Sunday, sit down, write everything that I think I want to do, even if I don't end up doing it. It's just whatever it is, everything out of my mind. Or if I know that I'm going to go to the library, okay, let's make a list of books that I want to really try to find or prioritize, whatever it is. Video ideas, video schedules, whatever I just want to not have that information in my brain. And I started adding my reading. I did that in 2024 here. So I was watching and reading, and I think I continued that for quite a long time until May. After May, there's nothing. But I started to do the reading again, not watching, just reading, because really reading, I usually read a couple of books at a time, one physical, one Kindle, so I don't have enough space for everything. Try to use more of stickers that maybe they are not so aesthetically pleasant, but they are related to the week. You see, this is when I went to the library, so I just marked some of the books that I thought I wanted to try and check out. And I like a list of favorite songs or TikTok ideas. And again, I have like my weekly to do, and that I really enjoyed, so I guess I will keep going with that. I really love this week. I try to use some gold highlighters to go with the decoration. And I kind of like to sit down and say to myself, okay, what do you want to highlight? And even though like nothing stood out at first, like trying to really think deeply about it, I kind of enjoy that exercise. So instead of just like leaving it empty, I want to try again to really sit down and look back at the week and try to figure out what was worth my time and what I want or what I would like to look back on. This is when I use some Georgia Journal stickers. They're so cute. And again, a long to-do list here. And my reading. I like to see that there's some books that I've been reading forever. For weeks and weeks. It's just because I don't prioritize them. So I think I've been reading Lauren Elkin's book for now 4 weeks. And this is this week. So this is the week that we're currently in right now. Today is Sunday, so I haven't filled this one in. Here, I will probably just write a little bit about how I want to approach my 2026 notebook. Maybe, possibly. And this is next week, but I won't be using it actively. And I've been into really big lettering these days, so you will see that here also, like birthday week. I've been using this very big lettering, which is helping me to just already take up some space. And now for my notes. Didn't really use it that well. I have let me show you, a bingo like goals, but it's a bit private, so I don't want to show you. It's like a 2026 vision board or goal setting, but kind of in a bingo style. I don't like to really go deep into my goals for the year. I get anxiety if I have to break everything down. I just, I write it down and I already know I have that present for the year, the upcoming year, and I can focus it, but in a more natural way than not so forced. At least it doesn't work for me, so this is just perfect. So I have that, and I wanted to, have some inspiration for our new apartment. Daily notes when we went to Japan. What is this? My notebook ecosystem and some notebook engraving ideas. Some watch list. my friends' book recommendations, my present nails. Like I was trying different ways to make them last longer, and I found this kind of routine that I really like. More books. I tried to do November gratitude, but today is the 30th, and it stopped on the 18th. Some November notes, my nails. So since I'm wearing more present right now, I have allergy and I cannot get my nails done. So I like to wear presents. So I like to, mark when did I first put them on, then took them off, the shop, the glue that I use, and if I like them or not. Then my tracker and my November what I noticed, as well as what I ate for November and daily notes. And then, sadly, I have a lot of empty pages. Yeah, didn't use them this year. I do have my favorites for the year, so I will add November and December. I think for November, I already know which book I'm going to put here, but I read very good books this month. Like, I think it's one of the best months of the year. The books in general, and a little dot for my favorites. And that's actually it. I have my period tracker and some Hobonichi paper test. And this little booklet that I like for random notes sometimes. And that's it. I really love this cover, and I really love this journal or planner, but this paper was not great. And one of the things that I noticed when I was looking back at this notebook is my notes pages. I use all of them fully. I think I have a lot of book reviews. This is The Awakening by Kate Chopin, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, A Horse at Night by Amina Kane, Second Home. What is it? Second Home by Rachel Cusk, The Gratitudes by Delphine Bigan. I can't remember the title in English, but El Nadador en el Mar Secreto. Some visa information. This book, poetry book I love, En la quietud del mármol by Teresa Wilm. I don't know if it's translated. Then I have random things we were going to move, so I wanted to, that apartment was bigger, so we had more freedom, and I wanted to have some ideas, inspiration board for our new apartment, my Teitokai. What else? I Who Have Never Known Men, so another book review, random notes, a trip to Spain, pictures. I did a spread about May Sarton, and I think I have one about Patti Smith somewhere, because those were the authors that I read the most that year. I also have a whole spread about our anniversary, which I didn't do for this year, and also for Christmas. So I think 2024, I used the notes for things that I know were super important for me that year, and encapsulate what happened here this year. And I don't think I have the same feeling for 2025. I think the paper, I didn't want to write here. I tried so many pens, didn't like any of them. And that kind of makes me sad. So there's a few things that I already know that I want to try for 2026. The first one being, I want to review the books that I really love. I don't want to do a commonplace entry about the book here, because I already have a notebook for that, but I want to capture my impressions, what that book made me feel, and why I consider that book one of my favorites, or maybe a really wonderful quote from that book. I think that would be great to have those. Also, I would like to start recording again the authors or artists that made my year. So I read a lot of May Sarton and Patti Smith last year. This year I read a lot of Lauren Elkin, Deborah Levy, And who else? Enierno, I would say. Those are the 3 authors that I read several books by them this year, and you know, I would have liked to do that, and maybe I do it when I'm doing a little catch up, but I don't know. So I think I would have liked to capture those things here, but I don't know, I was not feeling it. So I hope I can do it for this year. I want to have those moments, and also, well, I did journal about my trip, so I want to keep doing that. So I think I show you guys my whole setup, but I will go over again. I did put some stickers here, more stickers here. This one is I don't know, I'm not sure. This is my December monthly, and I said like I'm into like very big lettering right now. Again, this is going to be for my reading, and it's my partner's birthday, but it's a birthday month because this week is also my friend's birthday, my dad's birthday, so a lot of birthdays going on for me. And then for memo pages, I did add my vision board, the books that I read that year, the favorite books, my period tracker, my book recommendations, already started to fill this one in, media recommendations, Korean study tracker, my friends' recommendations, commonplace ideas. And the reason why I have so many lists here is just because this is for the whole year. So if I forget about something that I want to commonplace about, or one day I feel like I want to write, I want to study about something and I don't know what topic to write about, I can just come here and easily go over those ideas that I had. Just basically general ideas, Substack ideas, and then, well, this is something that I already stick here. And I also want to have a journal ecosystem when I have that down, which I haven't yet decided. I have my nails here because I'm still wearing these ones when I start this planner, and my currently inked because I plan to start using fountain pens here again. So that's fun. So I have my currently inked right now. And I have a pen test here at the back. Then this little booklet is gonna be my trackers. So I'm not gonna have any trackers here because, to be honest, I like to have trackers just because it keeps me on track. Like, I'm not working right now, so I spend a lot of time at home and I'm not super active. It takes me a little bit of courage to go outside. So sometimes I spend a lot of time at home, and that's okay, that's fine. But spending lots of time at home just sitting down is not something that I want to do. I can do lots of things at home that make me feel good, and you know, I can do some yoga, I can do some meditation, I can read, I can cook, and sometimes I just don't do those things. So this is just to give me an overview of how my month is going, and also relating to health. But honestly, after the fact, I don't care. So I don't want to look at January's. If we are way into the year, I don't think I want to look back in January to January's tracker or forever. So that's why having it here, it's good. And also I can change it if I don't use this, or take it to another system if I'm going to be traveling or something and I'm not taking this journal with me. So yeah, I'm very excited for tomorrow to start writing here. And the paper is much better, so I think I'm gonna use colors. Last year, 2024, I did use only black. Oh, well, no, on the right side I did use some colors, yeah. Here I did use, can you see this, guys? Like, why is all the glue staying in my paper? And I think there was some other here too. Here too. The ink is like sinking. No, what is it? Going through the page. But anyway, so I did use fountain pens. So I want to start doing that. I want to add color. I want it to be fun. And I don't mind mixing or, you know, whatever it is. So I'm very excited to start using this one. And finally, I can say goodbye to my 2025. I am actually going to move this to put here. Have a picture of Patti Smith. I think I printed this for common placing and then I never used it, so there you go. So now I can use this, and I also want to change this picture because we just took it last week, so I want to carry it for a little bit. And there you go, all set for these. Some notes about something I need to do. All set for the upcoming week. Very excited to archive these. They got very fluffy, I think, so hopefully this one can get as fluffy as these two. But yeah, very excited. So let me know guys if you're going to be using a Hobonichi Weeks, if you have given up, as I've seen a lot of people that have given up. I think this is a planner that some years it works, some other years it's too small, it's just too structured, but for the way I use it, I think it's just a perfect little book for me. So that's all, and I'll see you next week because I have a lot of videos planned for the upcoming month to transition into 2026, all about planners and journals for 2026. I'm very excited. I have a whole list of videos that I want to film, so probably you will be watching more than a video a week, hopefully, if I have time. So yeah, that's that, and I'll see you next week.